Good morning, everyone. It's Natalie. Welcome to my channel, Find Joy in the Journey. Today is actually quite mild. It's cold. Let's see what we got here. But it's not so bitterly cold that you can't come outside and get a little work done. I've been literally inside the house for the past 3 days. It's 47 degrees. But it's not a wet, yucky, bitter cold. It's just chilly. Okay? So the thing is, there's a lot to be done as far as preparations for some really cold weather that is on the way. We're going to get down next week, Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. There's the possibility of snow. Yes, snow because of the cold temps, and then there's rain that's expected. It might actually snow. That's right, snow in Louisiana. So yes, I will prepare my little garden. The things in the greenhouse will come inside. Matter of fact, I have a little tiny inside greenhouse that I just received in the mail, and it has little grow lights, and I'll share that with you. I'll do an unboxing and show you the little indoors greenhouse with the grow lights. So I'm gonna have to put that into use because there are things in this greenhouse over here, and it's been protected from the light frost we had and the colder temps lately. And I've been in the greenhouse. I've shown you what's in the greenhouse. I have Brussels sprouts that are sprouting. I have some red kidney beans. I know it's like, okay, what is she doing? But yeah, I get started really early. And I even have a cucumber plant in there. Cucumbers do not like cold weather, period. Okay, but it's still thriving, and I've been taking care of it. But it's gonna come inside now. I'm gonna bring it inside the house, and it will remain inside the house. It's gonna love it in there. My husband keeps it at a toasting 75 degrees. Notice I said my husband. See, normally it's the woman. She wants the house nice and warm or hot, but not me. I don't like to be overheated. So my husband likes to keep the house nice and toasty. So that's why my seedlings that are in there are thriving. I did a little short where you could see that my seedlings, the seeds that I dropped on a Friday morning, by Sunday, they were already sprouting. So you should see them now, okay? Because of the warm temps inside the house, and because of the fact that I've been keeping them moist by spraying it, spritzing it with water inside, keeping it moist, evenly moist, and also it's 75 degrees in the house. It's perfect conditions, okay? So there's a lot of stuff that's in here that will come inside. Thank God I only have a little bit in there, okay? There's a little in the greenhouse, so I'll be able to transport it inside with no problems. I hope I don't bring any bugs in there, but if I'm ready. I will spray it down before it goes in the house. I have some neem max, and I also have my Maggie's Farm. I always talk about Maggie's Farm. Let me show you what I'm referring to. I've showed you before, but just in case, and for my new subscribers, thank you to my new subscribers. Welcome aboard. I hope you enjoy the journey with me. Okay, so thank you. Okay, let's see. This is Maggie's Farm. Okay, this is what I'm always talking about. And a lot of the ingredients in here: thyme oil, peppermint oil, cinnamon, things like that. Those are the active ingredients. So it's organic. So I do try to be organic. I do try to use things that are more safe. I use peroxide, hydrogen peroxide, and water. Okay, that can be used in the garden safely as a pesticide. This Maggie's Farm. But sometimes, in order to save your plants and your vegetables, you have to go to the next level, which that's when I use 7. Things like that. Oh, I also use neem oil. Neem oil is also safe. So I have my Neem Max. I just ordered a brand new bottle. I'll show you that. So I got more Neem Max. This is neem oil. When you hear people talk about neem oil, that's what this is. This is cold pressed neem oil. Neem Max. It has this little sprayer. It's actually battery operated. I love it. And it's good, the huge bottle like that, especially in the spring when I first start planting. It's that little, the bottle, the way it's set up, it's easy to saturate the soil and treat the soil before planting with that little spray. And you can keep that container and just refill it. You buy the smaller refill bottles and the concentrate, and you just refill it. So I just wanted to show you that. So as far as bringing outside plants inside the house, yes, it's a possibility that you may bring in some bugs. Some critters may come with it. So I try to treat it before I, bring it inside. Just like with my vegetables and things that I harvest, I try to wash them off and get them, all the critters off before I bring them inside. But every now and again, one slips through the cracks. But I've been so busy all week long doing other things. No gardening. Of course, there's nothing to do in the garden right now. I've been doing inside gardening chores, which is dropping seeds for the spring, and that's going well. But as far as outside, there is nothing that needs to be done. I've just been watching over it and making sure everything is okay. And we'll take a look at that real quick so you can see that everything is still looking good in the Joy Garden, and I'm going to keep it that way. So next week we have some very cold weather coming in, really cold. I mean, Tuesday and Wednesday there is a possibility of snow. There's a possibility of snow in Louisiana. That is cold. Okay, everybody. So yes, it's going to get really cold. So I wanted to do some outside work today because right now it's comfortable, but there's rain expected probably later on today. So I want to do everything now while I have the opportunity. And I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough just to let you see how everything looks in the garden. And then I got to get to work. If there's something interesting I do, I'm going to record it and share it with you. While I have you here, I want to show you something that I just got. And I just used it for the first time on my banana plants, which my banana plants have suffered. They have really suffered. But I think they will survive. I'm going to cover them. So what I did is I used what I'm going to show you to cut off the old dying leaves off those banana plants, and then I'm going to cover them to protect them from the cold weather that's coming in. Hopefully they'll survive. But this is what I just purchased. This is called a hori hori knife. The one that I purchased is by Corona. I got this from Lowe's. I have been seeing a lot of people using hori hori knives on YouTube on their channels, and it's like, I would like to have one of those. I mean, there's different brands, there's different styles. I liked this one. And the fact that it was right there in the store. I got this from Lowe's. I didn't have to order it, and the price. This was only $19.99. Okay, so I was able to get it. Didn't have to wait for it. Didn't have to order it. It's gonna serve its purpose. Look, it has there's like a little ruler on there. So like if you want to use these numbers to determine the depth when you put it in the soil, like if you want to go down 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches, okay, then it has the serrated knife, okay, and I just use that on the banana trees, okay. Stainless steel. I'll show you, tell you some of the things about this one. It's by Corona. I'm not doing a commercial, but I'm just letting you know. It has a comfort gel grip, a thick serrated blade, corrosion-free stainless steel. So, like I said, I just used it on the banana plants, which those leaves are not really that thick. But in the past, I've had to use my little tiny serrated knife that I normally use in the garden when I was cutting off the broccoli heads and the cabbage heads. I had this little knife that I got from the dollar store, but now here we go. I have the hori hori knife. Hori hori, it means to dig around, to dig. That's what hori hori means. But so here it is, and I got this at Lowe's. I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna do the quick garden tour. It is so peaceful out here right now. It's so peaceful, and like I said, it's not cold. It's just a little chilly. So this is a perfect time to get some work done. So I gotta stop chatting. You know I'm chatty natty, and get to work so I can get as much done as possible. The next step after clearing everything out, and we have a catch-all underneath here right now, under the patio. My husband's stuff, my stuff, because the weather's been so bad. It's like you can do just so much, and then you have to go back inside. So a lot we have to clear out under here and make things livable again under here. And then I'm going to do a little of that up under the patio, and then I'm going to move out to the garden and see what needs to be done. But then I'm going to prepare for the cold weather by getting the frost blankets ready. So what I'm going to do is give you a quick walk around in the garden so you can see what's going on, and that everything is still nice and green. And with this cold weather coming in, I'm a little nervous about that, but I'm going to do the best I can to protect my garden. I have my frost blankets. I might venture out and go to Lowe's and grab a few more just to be on the safe side, because they're talking snow. They're talking 20-degree temperatures. So yeah, I want to be prepared. So let's go out there real quick and take a look, and I'll talk to you some more about what I'm going to do today. Okay, everybody, let's see here. Oh, I also want to show you something that I did with my strawberry plants, okay? My strawberry plant. There's only one right now. But it's doing well. I tried once before with strawberries and it did not work out. But this time I think it's going to be okay. And I got a more mature plant and a healthy plant. It actually had strawberries already on it. So I think I will succeed this time, hopefully. But I'll tell you what I did. There was a little vine that was growing out that had roots on it. That was another plant starting. So what I learned is you just go ahead and take that and you plant it in a little separate planter. So I came out here and did that yesterday. Okay, so I have a second bush growing. I just wanted to share that with you. But look, everything still looks really nice. When you look at this garden, you can't believe it's winter, and you can't believe that there's snow coming. There's a possibility of snow in next week, and I just can't. I just can't bear the thought of thinking, that I could lose my plants, I could lose my garden. So I'm a little worried, but not too worried. It's going to be okay. I'm going to use my frost blankets. I'm going to do everything I can to protect my garden. So let's just do a quick little walk around. I haven't planted anything new. This is stuff that's been growing for a while. The lemon trees. The lemon trees will definitely have to come inside. I'm going to protect them. The strawberries, we saw that. This is my parsley. Now, a lot of this stuff is just going to stay out here just like before, and it's going to be covered. But I just want to be extra careful with the lemon trees, and because they're so small, they can come inside. Either that or go in the shed. Now, these that's in the raised bed, those are actually onion sets that I planted, both white and yellow. Next to it are my Georgia collards. Looking very nice, you guys. Very nice. Let's hope that this bad weather that's coming in will not destroy my beautiful little garden. I'm so proud of it. These are garlic plants, soft neck garlic. And in prior videos, I've forgotten to talk about the garlic. So my garlic's doing well. Still looking good. This is the elephant garlic. This is more soft neck garlic here. All of this is going to have to be covered. Bay laurel and my rosemary. I have some shallots down here. Those are my shallots. We've already talked about my strawberry plants. Okay, I'm going to turn around real slow. These are some collards that are still growing. I actually tried to uproot these and start over, but they kept growing. So I gave them a chance to continue to grow because, hey, why? Oh, that's a worm. Let me show you. Look. Even in these cold temps, you're still fighting insects. You see that? That's what we're dealing with. As you can see, it's not as bad, but it just goes to show you, even in the cold, you're still having to deal with insects. I'm going to get that off there, so I'll come back and get that. I want to quickly go ahead and finish the tour. This is more Georgia collards. Over here, let's just turn right here where the Mizuna is. I can probably harvest that because Mizuna doesn't get very large. This is Mizuna mustards. I'm going to show you the tag so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm always referring to Mizuna. There we are. Okay. Mizuna, Ms. America mustards. And right next to it is Red Giant mustards. They're so pretty just to look at. Okay? But yeah. So I do have mustards growing. And right here, more collards. This is in my my new raised bed here. I have some news about the raised bed. I have a second one that my husband gifted me with. It's in the house. It arrived yesterday. So I have this one in the vibrant orange. And there's one in the house that I'll be unboxing and assembling as soon as the nicer weather comes. I have no intentions of doing it now. So you'll probably see that sometime in February. But I do have actually 2 more raised beds. The one that my husband purchased and another one that is on its way that was sent to me by Vajiga. This raised bed is by Vajiga. And it is just absolutely gorgeous. I love that color, that pop of color in the garden. Looks really nice. The one that my husband purchased me that's in the house, it's in the green color. It's Saida green. It's very pretty. I may not be pronouncing it correctly. I apologize. But I just thought with the colors that I already have going, with those tan ones over there, and then this bright orange, that green would look really nice. So I can't wait to unbox it, but right now it's survival time. I'm trying to keep my garden safe from the cold temperatures. I just wanted you to see that the cabbages are still growing nicely. Everything looks healthy. Everything, there's always a possibility when you plant that the plants won't survive, but they are surviving. The kale is looking much nicer. Nice, very good. Right here is Swiss chard. And then I have butter crunch lettuce and Paris Island Cos lettuce. It's looking good. Pretty much that's it. So we have the lettuce growing, Swiss chard, kale, cabbage, collard greens. We have some mustards, but that's left over from fall. that Mizuna mustard and the red giant mustards. These collards over here, that's left over from fall. Okay. So, onions, celery, garlic, parsley. My lemon trees I'm going to take them inside. My bay laurel, rosemary. So as far as herbs, it's going to be the parsley, the rosemary, and the bay laurel. I guess you can, well, those are onions. The shallots and the green onions, those aren't herbs, but that's what I use for seasoning in my cooking is the shallots and those onions over there, the parsley and the rosemary. It looks pretty good, you guys. So now it's all about protecting them from the cold weather. So that's what I'm going to get started on doing. Just making sure I have enough frost blankets, because they need to be able to cover everything. And you need to tuck the cover, the frost blanket, you need to tuck it so the wind can't creep in underneath there. So I'm hoping that, it's not that I don't like the snow. I actually would enjoy seeing snow, but I'm worried about the garden. That's all. Okay? Okay, you guys, let's go into the greenhouse and see what's going on in here. Right here is the cucumbers that I dropped, the seeds that I dropped. These are National Pickling. And over here is the Hale's Best Jumbo Cantaloupe. Down here I have some Celebrity tomato transplants. Here we go. Celebrity Plus. All of this is coming inside. Let's turn around right here where I have some pinto beans in the soil, and I have these red kidney beans here. Down here, that's my little dasher cucumber plant. I'm not worried about it, okay? She doesn't look very healthy and very happy. We'll see what happens when I bring her inside. And then over here, that's red kidney beans. Down there, some celery that I actually started from seed. Now, the reason why I have two different celery plants, the ones in the garden were purchased as transplants, and those down there I started from seed myself. So that's why you see that there's some in the garden and then there's some out here in the greenhouse. These are my Brussels sprouts. Now, this is outside in a greenhouse. The ones inside in that warm 75 degrees, off the chain. But look how nice and healthy. Do you see that? This is my first time growing Brussels sprouts. I'm excited about it. Okay, but all of this is coming inside, you guys.